and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am the TheNerdyGamerNerd, and today we are continuing our Pokémon Platinum Randomized Nuzlocke challenge. That's a bit of a mouthful, but I can do it. So when we left off, we had gotten our starter, Casper. We had lost an encounter on the first route. Pretty fucking salty about that. And now we just got our 5 Pokeballs from Dawn, which means, well, Nuzlocke rules are technically already started, but that means that we can get our next. The Nuzlocke is fully on now, no limits, no more tutorials, and we can get our second or first encounter of this route, third encounter of the game, second if you don't count your starter. Let's see what we'll be catching on this route. It will be a Tauros. Cool. That is another. I can go for a Tauros. The only reason that I'm not immediately excited is because, well, guess what? It's a normal type, and guess what that means? It's going to be a pain in the ass for me to deal with Casper, because apparently he wants to miss all of his bloody moves. Now that bind doesn't do a lot of damage, but if I can keep up, if I can do 2, maybe 3 more, then I should be able to lower it enough for reasonable catch rate. Granted, this might take a long time looking at that damage. But then again, saying that, we haven't missed a bind yet, which is, oh, a crit. Now that's what we needed. Granted, another crit will kill it, but let's hope. There's no way we're going to double crit in a row. See? Even less damage. That was like the low damage roll, even though they're the same. We move over to Pokeballs. We got 10 in our bag, and let's throw one out and hope we can have ourselves a Tauros. 1, 2, 3, and yeah, alright. Alright, so now we have 2 Pokemon on our team. That's nice. And by nice, I mean fucking amazing. Because I'm sick and this, like, Casper's gonna be great. It's nice to have a cool ghost type on it, and Dusclops is a cool Pokemon, but 1 Pokemon is not enough for me to get through this. Like, it'll panic me. I have no one to swap out into if a danger arises, or if I have to deal with bind the entire rest of the game, you know. Anyway, names for Tauroses. The first one that came to my head was Stan, because Stampede, because Tauros, Bull, Stampede. However, I'm maybe trying to look for something better. Like, you could have, I mean, you could go as far as to call him fucking Billy the Bull or something stupid. But I think I'm gonna go for Stan, mainly because I don't know. In all honesty, I kind of suck at naming, but quite frankly, it's the first thing that came to my head, and if it came to my head, then it means it's probably what I want to name him. So Stan the Tauros for Stan the Stampeder. Alright. Do we have any potions to heal him up immediately so that we can... Yes, that we do. And we can throw a nice potion on a Stan over there. We also... Okay, last time we didn't check what our return was. It is Recover. Not bad, in all honesty. Actually really good. Means that I can keep some of my Pokemon alive. Granted, I don't think anyone on this team can learn it yet. I could check, but in fact I'm more than sure that no one else can learn it. Let's see what else we could have called. Damn, we could have had a Magmar. Well, that's unfortunate, but Stan is cool, so we'll stick with Stan. Cutting down. I didn't check Stan's stats actually. I'm really quickly gonna do that. He's got some nice speed, a nice little bit of attack, and defense is the same. However, his specials both suck. But it's not a big problem because all he has is Tackle and Tail Whip. No special moves there. So we'll hit it with a nice Tackle. We're going to take an Ember. We can't really take too many of those. That did 6 damage. We're not really doing that much damage out unless we get a crit or unless he swaps. 6, we can't take another one of those. We cannot. That will kill us. If Magmar was using Fire Punch, then maybe we'd be fine, but it is being a pain with its lowers defense. You're not using physical attacks, mate. Again, lowering defense. Just Ember. Whatever. We will use Nightshade, and that doesn't quite get it. We'll use Bind. We don't want to waste PP. Smog, 1 damage. Yeah, one of the more important reasons of not spamming Pokemon Centers, because I mean it makes it easy, but I don't want to use my Pokemon Center immediately, because 1, Casper isn't low, but 2, I've got plenty of PP, and PP PowerPoints. I am such a child. I just laughed at fucking PP. We've got plenty of PP, and I don't want to waste like the effectiveness of using a Pokemon Center, since I've said probably, I'm only going to use each one in each town once, and once alone. Some playthroughs use them and don't use items. Some playthroughs only use items in no Pokemon Centers. I'm allowing myself 1 Pokemon Center use, because the way I see it, and he starts up with a Ladybird, the way I'm seeing it is that this guy is gonna, or not this guy, but Pokemon Centers will give you 1 free, like each town will give you 1 free, and then it'll cost. But I'm not really, there's not really a way, unless I start modding the game or come up with some gimmick where I, shit costs. That's too much effort, so we're just gonna say 1 use, 1 free use. Make things a little bit easy for the first time of a Nuzlocke. Aside of that, 1 free use. Anyway, we're going to Nightshade this thing down, because fortunately for Casper here, can't be hit by these low-level tackles and such. Well, not even, I say low-level tackles. Tackle is, yeah, you can have it on a high-level Pokemon. You probably won't, but you could. It's just not necessary, really. Stan grows to level 4, and Casper will be just off level 8. He probably needs about 40 experience, roughly. We're just going to switch level Stan at the moment, mainly because that's the safest way of going about it. I do believe we get another encounter up in this cave, because I know that it's I think it's a different route. I'm not 100%. We'll know when we get in the cave, though. Entrepreneur, Wayne. That's a pretty... for a Wayne, for a Wayne, it's really pretty. I don't know. The names, the randomized names make these situations kind of funny. Anyway, swap out into Casper again, mainly because I'm afraid of special attacks. Like that Ladybird, we probably could have taken that Ladybird with Stan, even if we only took, because we probably could have tanked 2 hits. But you see, the Magmar was doing 6 damage with Ember, which means that a Surskit, which is 2 levels above it, will probably do 6, if not more, damage with Bubble, which is roughly the same damage, but it's still a special attack, and our Stan has no special defense. We cannot take something out with that. Actually, it only has 15 PP, so we better, well, I say use them wisely. We are getting good use out of them, but if I can use Bind instead, I should. $33 will do it, just above. That's just off, 7 off. Casper grows, yeah, I was going to say throws. Casper grows to level 8, gaining a nice little bit of extra HP and defenses. Otherwise his stats aren't great for a level 8, but this guy will be off tank, I guess. And as I said, that is useful in these kinds of playthroughs. A Sneasel. Could have had a Sneasel. These things are usually physical. I'm not risking it. I ain't losing a Pokemon just yet. It's too early in the series for something to die. And then later on it'll be too late because I'll have emotional attachment. And I'll be building that in the middle, but... oh god. Like, I just don't want anything to die, not yet. I need these Pokemon. Yeah, see, I was going for a tackle, that's a physical move. Alright, Sneasel's really cool. don't know if I'm the only one who thinks that, but look at how cool that thing is. See, this is where we would use bind instead of nightshade. We've only got 6 PP on it, and it's low enough, so there's no reason not to. There's a female Sneasel as well, so it has the little flick on its ear instead of a longer one. It might be the other way around. It might be even smaller. I don't remember. Stan grows to level 5. And his attack and defense are still growing. His special defense is starting to get a tiny little bit better, but it still kind of sucks. He did learn Rage, however. That's a nice little new move for him. Still normal. It is Stab, but I mean, Stab. It's great, but it's not super effective against anything, so it's really not going to be too useful. I'm sure we can do something with it though. Dancer P or Pie. P? A Toxicroak! Oh, Toxicroak is one of the coolest Pokemon. Look at how cool that frog is, man. Look at how cool that frog is. That frog is so cool. Oh, I love Toxicroak. He's so cool. He's a cool looking Pokemon. He's going to use Poison Sting. I actually do believe Poison Sting is physical. Believe it or not. Alright, we'll use a Nightshade. A Nightshade should be super effective. In fact, it's not that it should be, but that was a crit. Look at how much damage. Of course, but crits tend to poison. It's a good thing I picked up that antidote. My Nightshade isn't it? Why is it not? Is it because it's poison fighting? I don't remember if it's poison fighting. It is, in fact. I know it is. Because Krogunk is. 90% sure that Ghost is super effective against poison, though. See, it's been such a long time since I played the actual competitive metagame that I forgot. Mud Slap. Oh, thank God. I was panicked for a second there. I thought that might do just a little bit too much damage, because poison will. If we lasted another round, poison would have did about 3 damage to it. Well, depends if it's poison or toxic. I think it was just poison though. 96. Wow, that's a good chunk. Hell, Stan should level up really soon then. We are going to have to use another, well, we don't have to use another potion because we're right there. Oh, God. I was about to use a potion after saying that we don't need to. I do need to use an antidote though. I will see who can use Recover. I will see who can use Recover. Let's see. Both! Alright, okay. Well, if I learn it to cast because he's tankier, then I can do something with that probably. Maybe. And get rid of Leer and learn Recover. And then we'll get to this next town, and we'll see what we can do. Now, I do believe there's another battle over there if I want. Let's try and get this. A Dive Ball. Not bad. Free Pokeball. And immediately a battle. A Bidoof. Bidoof. Alright. I can live with a Bidoof. Hell, I could probably kill it. Question is, do we? We've got 11 health. 1.5. Yeah, I don't want to risk taking damage. Because I want to see what's in this cave up here. Alright. Oh wait, the cave isn't even here. It's up the next one, isn't it? Yeah, this is Jubilife City. Alright, well. Consider me stupid. Which you'll hear a lot. Because if I forget something, I consider myself stupid. Which is probably a stupid way of thinking about things. But that only further proves that I am stupid. So it's a vicious cycle. Anyway, I completely forgot that we're still technically through another tutorial. And we have to deal with Looker though. So, you know. And not, you know, I was gonna complain, but this guy's cool. Mysterious man. How did you know? How did you unmask me as a member of the international police? We didn't. Shady man. It changes. Yeah, you claim you're only making conversation, do you? But I know better. Not to believe that. No, no, no. You recognized right away that I was someone extraordinary. That's why you spoke to me, is it not? Your power of observation is fearsome, quite admirable. Oh, quite admirable you are. Now that my cover's been blown, let me introduce myself. I am a globe-trotting elite of the International Police. My name, no, I shall inform you only of my code name, Doctor Who. That's what he looks like. We were all, okay, when this game came out, everybody thought it. It's like, oh my god, it's Doctor Who. He totally is too. My code name is Looker, because he looks on, because he looks onwards. There we go, I did it. That's what they call me. Incidentally, it's the saying, don't be a thief familiar to you? No. Yes, that's correct. Taking what belongs to others is wrong. Unfortunately, there are apparently those who do not heed those words. In Sinnoh, in fact, these criminals are stealing Pokemon from the others. I have therefore been on the lookout for characters arousing my suspicion. Incidentally, you're trainers, yes? Perhaps you can make use of this. And we received the VS recorder. Yes, you obtained it. It starts to get annoying, not because I don't want to read, but mainly because I don't want these episodes to be too long. Which I said last time, 10 minutes. We'll go 15, because 10 minutes could be a bit short for the something that happened in a Pokemon game. Could literally just be a ruin a few battles. Here it is, the trainer school. I don't want to go to school again. Alright guys, well, we'll go hand this parcel over to Barry. We'll go pick this up as well. Miracle Seed boosts our grass type attacks. I'm gonna heal up just to be safe, if I'm honest. Just heal up Stan though, because we have recover on Casper. I don't remember if we have to battle or not, because I do know that he goes, oh, we've learned something. He's like, oh, I've learned new stuff from the training school, let me test it out in battle. This is a town map, why are they doing it? I like a lobber, I don't need two. Here, you can take one, and then we get our town map. Well, according to the town map, I go to Ugbug. Yes, see you around. Alright. Okay, when we leave, well, alright, we got these two battles to go. So, we'll do that next time. So now we have something else to do. We did a nice little bit in this episode, caught a new Pokemon. All is good, and when we return, we'll battle these two trainers. For now, guys, I've been the NerdyGamerNerd. Thanks for watching. Oh, almost forgot. Literally almost forgot. Don't want to be that guy, but you know, it's kind of what's necessary. If you got any comments, feel free to leave them below. I don't really mind what you say. Comment's a comment. And if you liked this episode, seeing me actually do something for once, you know, last time there was a lot of a long intro. This time not so much. Yep. God, we've run at 20 minutes. I'll try and keep it to 15. But if you could leave a like, I would appreciate it. Anyway, guys, I have been the NerdyGamerNerd, and thank you for watching.